That is that mine is too melty to do that. Right. I can't do it. Mine.
Let's see. Okay. There. Oh no. It didn't do it.
Jesse won this one in Japan. It's so you can put all of your. It's actually pretty. It's pretty soft.
It is soft.
I don't know if it's like a coin purse. I don't imagine you would fit too many coins in here though. I feel like it's not practical. Shetland? Did that say Shetland is approaching? But then they bounced around Asia though. But
what's going on?
Welcome to PC Engine. I am Saru.
But are you down for Five Guys as graphics?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I get sick there too though.
Oh.
But I would rather eat Five Guys than
the
than
food.
In-N-Out.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, the food. Ah, fuck! I died.
The tale of two ninja heroes are called to action. Their mission? To retrieve the sacred Jade Paw before chaos strikes. But can they save the land from the Shadow Kitsune gang?
Call the ninja, hear the voices rise. Call the ninja, beneath the scarlet skies. Call the ninja, together side by side. Call the ninja, Pinocchio's pride.
Coming soon.
Hey Panda, are you hungry for some?
For some what?
Dick.
So good.
So I can drape it like right here, you know, so that it's like right here, right? So like. My hat. My hat.
Monkey engine, ooh yeah, but this ain't Yuki, no, 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 no. Monkey engine, ooh yeah, some weird monkey creature thing, whoa.
pickle.
Did you not? Oh no! You dropped your pickle. Oh shit! I missed this thing. I feel like we even mentally prepared for it, and yet, we're still terrified by it. Jesse even said, she's like, no, he dropped his pickle.
My pickle.
Oh, it was pickle. Jesse dropped his
my pickle on the floor.
I can get into I like how it was like, in stereo. Seals in stereo.
Ow! Oh no! I hit my head. Oh,
you okay?
Crazy Mono here. Yeah.
He's now. Is that mine is too melty to do that.
Right.
I can't do it. Mine.
Let's see. Okay. There. Oh no! It didn't do it.
Jesse won this one in Japan. It's so you can put all of your. It's actually pretty. It's pretty soft.
It is.
I don't know if it's like a coin purse. I don't imagine you would fit too many coins in here though. I feel like it's not practical. Shetland? Did that say Shetland? That you guys pick, you guys answer, and we talk about it here together. So, welcome in everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Before we get into it, obviously today's question is about fighting games. We do have this Chun-Li mini charm. If you guys want, this one's a standard charm, no name on it, standard packaging. So this one's only $10. If you are a member of one of our box tiers, then shipping is free. If you are not, then you pay actual shipping for it. But anyhow, welcome in everybody. That's what we're doing tonight, is mini charm. Ohio boys, says Scruffy looking RGB. Welcome in. How are you doing, Scruffy? Wow, subtly text. But anyhow, yes, so tonight's gonna be all about the fighting games. The question for tonight is, what's your best or favorite fighting game, and who is your main, or which character are you best with? Let me see if I can move this a little this way. Is that better? Yeah. All right. Let's get right into it. But before we do that, let me go ahead and say hi to everybody in the chat. Gordo is here. Welcome in. Scruffy looking RGB. Pack Sonic. The Pope is here with chat blessings, and Nuff Dragon. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right, now that we've said our hellos, if you are in the chat, I will usually say hello to
the camera.
Oh, is the camera good?
Yeah.
Did I touch it? There we go.
There you go. Better.
Is that better? Is that better, Robert? Did you hear the tragic news about Tsukihime? Yeah, about the disc, right? Like, one of, like, how many copies were there of that original one? Like, 50 of the original Dojin, like, Kamiket version of Tsukihime on the floppy, and, like, I guess, like, customs, like, completely destroyed it.
What?
Yeah. And there's only, like, there's only like 50 of those in the... Well, they only made 50. They don't know how many are in the wild. But it was Type Moon's like very first prototype, I guess, of Tsukihime. And apparently Customs, when they got it here, they like ripped it open for whatever reason. So the guy was like, the person who made the post said he was in tears about it. So, yeah, that sucks. That's horrible. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get into the question. We had asked you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Your favorite fighting game and which characters are you good at? Number 1 comes to us from a new name that I haven't seen before. Somebody by the name of Welky says Killer Instinct, and the character is Cinder. Let me move the mic close. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, let me know if that's any better. I'm putting it right in my mouth. Let me know if that's better. But anyhow, yes. So, Welky says Killer Instinct. His main is Cinder. But, yes, better. Alright. Once again, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 2 comes to us from Wreck-It Renz. Wreck-It Ren says, ¿Qué onda, mi Saru? Pues mira, it's a tie between Capcom vs. SNK 2, where my mains are Mai, Blanca, Kim, and then Vampire Savior 2, where my main is Lele. Now, although I'm not a pro level or anything like that, I can definitely hold my own. Those 2 games are perhaps the ones I've dedicated the most time to, and are always fun to pick up and play. P.S. Shout out to my mains, Samus and Zelda in Super Smash Bros. Series. That's cool. I wonder how many Smash Bros. Answers we're going to get today.
It's funny, I like Zelda and Metroid, but my main is Pikachu.
Yeah, that's true. Your main is Pikachu, right? Even though those are like your favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all your favorite series, right? Like Zelda, Metroid, and Pokemon, but I think Pokemon is at the bottom of your favorite tiers, right?
Yeah.
Zelda being number 1, Metroid being number 2, and then Pokemon is after the first party Nintendo stuff. Twisted, what's up? He says, sorry, I took a nap and I ended up sleeping, worn out from replacing my water heater. Oh man, you replaced it yourself? Ooh, that's tough. That's gotta be hard. It's already hot here. I don't know. Can you guys see me sweating? Summer is here. I don't know if summer is here, but I know it's already hot here.
What's it called, a full summer or like?
Yeah, it's like I'm like sweating like crazy. We haven't turned on our air conditioner yet because we're not sure if it's gonna stay warm. Because last week we had a week where it was warm and then it got freezing cold. It was like it got warm for like how many days? Like 4 or 5 days, right?
Yeah.
And then it got freezing cold for almost 2 weeks. And now we're warm again. So now we're warm again. So I don't know if we should be lowering our AC yet. I feel like it's too early. I don't want my like AC to like flip out.
I feel like it's too early.
Because my AC unit is old already. It's pretty much been here since the house has been built. Let's see here. The last Smash had disappointed times, especially the community was toxic. Let me make this window smaller because I feel like it's never the right size. There we are. All right. I did it myself. I've never done it before, says Twisted. Ooh, how was it? Was that a difficult thing to do? I think it's going to get cold tomorrow. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be warm here for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure. But right now, it's pretty warm. It's pretty warm. We broke the record for Anaheim the other day. It was 97. The record before was 88. Damn, 97 degrees already? Dang, that's crazy. It's getting hot quick, boys. All right. Let's see here. Gordo says, Jesse, my 10-year-old says Pikachu is an overrated rat. Thoughts?
I agree.
All right. I know Pikachu's not even like his favorite Pokemon. It's Bulbasaur. He doesn't even like Pikachu. He just uses him in Smash because he's good with him. But
I think Togepi has.
Oh, Gordos!
Donate $10. Give me that cake.
Give me that cake. I'm trying to get. I think I still have. I don't think I've done the 8-all mini pixel charm yet. Have I? I think that one is still waiting for a East VGST.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess we'll wait. We'll wait on the 8-all one till we do that East VGST. All right, moving on. Number 3, we had asked you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 3 comes to us from Cyber Goddess 007. Cyber Goddess says the Street Fighter series, and Chun-Li is her main in Street Fighter. Chun-Li. Very cool. I love Chun-Li as well. She's when it comes to fighting games, I like a lot of the female characters, usually because they're faster. I don't know. They're fun to play. Most of the time, there are some male characters I do like. Especially in King of Fighters. King of Fighters is kind of a mix, but usually I like the female characters. Let's see. Are you gonna say something?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to not say Chun-Li. I said Chung-Li.
Chun-Li. I think like everyone
Chung
did.
And Li.
Chung? Like Chung King?
Like Chung and then Li, L-E-E. I don't know why. I want to play as Chung-Li, and I'm like, as I got older, I was like, oh, I was saying that totally wrong.
No one knew back then. Everyone said Ryu. Do you remember back in the days, like when Street Fighter first? I did too, but I mean, like most people said Ryu. I said Chun-Li too. Actually, I didn't know it was Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Until I read it in katakana later, that I figured out that it was Chun-Li. But I always said it Chun-Li also. Thunder Thighs, says the Pope. That's right. I couldn't convey it in these little pixels. Though her legs are much thicker than my other mini pixels but it's harder to convey in just 32 pixels, which is a small sprite. It's even like, so like, you know, like the Puzzle Fighter sprites, those I think are like 64 by 64. This is a fourth of that in size. But basically, I just take the sprites that I did for Miko Hearts. Everything that I do now with like my newer sprites is all based on the design for my Miko Hearts characters. Nyanja was as well. They were based. It was the same base for those also. Hams with calves, says the Pope. Dashura, welcome. ¿Cómo estás? He says my favorite is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and obviously Zangief. Forever and ever, porque está bien nalgón y peludo. Alright, moving on. We had asked you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 4 comes to us from the Pope. The Pope says, games, plural, I alternate these days between are Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. Though mostly it's Street Fighter 6. Technically, I main Chun-Li, but I hold platinum rank with Elena on PS5, where Xbox, I'm a low silver with her. Then, I'm rotating between Jury, where I'm a gold 3 or 4 on PS5, and a low silver on Xbox. And Cammy, where I'm gold with her on both. Tekken 8, I main Reina, but I'm behind on DLC. I might try Clive since I'm playing Final Fantasy 16 right now, but if he's anything like Noctis in Tekken 7, he breaks the game. Too long, didn't read. Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6, Reina in Tekken 8, says the Pope. Very cool. So you're like, you play all these ranked matches. That's awesome. It's funny because like I do have I only recently got Tekken 8 for the PS5. I haven't really delved into it. I have Tekken 7 for Steam, but truth be told, I haven't put in a whole lot of time into Tekken 7 yet, and I'm probably not going to at this point since now I have Tekken 8 for PS5. But eventually. Were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Let's see here. Number 5. What's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 5 comes to us from Jakob, aka Bortbort. Says, the best fighting game for me has to be Shrek Super Slam on the original. I'm sorry, I don't know why I left at that. The best fighting game for me has to be Shrek Super Slam on the original Xbox. And my main is Shrek, since his ultimate finish is him actually doing a massive fart to knock out his enemies in the game. And I imagined to get the game again a very long time ago, says Bort, aka Bort Jams. Interesting. I didn't even know Shrek had a fighting game. I knew there was like a GBA one. Is that like, is the GBA one just like a downport of the one he's talking about here? Man, I cannot stop sweating. I'm like crazy sweating right now. Crazy sweating. Do you think that'll help at all? Are those lights warm? I mean, it could help. Let's leave it.
Zero.
Yeah. At this point, just that light is enough. Can you guys see me okay? I think it's okay, right?
Now,
We only have the main light on.
Now Dragon says, "Is that Jackie Chan in drag for the?"
It is. Yes, that's Jackie Chan.
And I said, "Whatever you wanted to be now."
It's Chun Chan.
Chun Chan, Jackie Chun.
Jackie Chun Chan. Lee.
Changes to Jackie Chun.
All right. Her leggings are like those bootleg NES ports. Let's see. Tekken 7 has Rosie though, says the Pope. That games have a legit competitive scene. If I remember correctly, they used the GameCube version of the Shrek game. Interesting. I didn't know. I'm not aware. I knew there was like a GBA game. The GBA game is more like Smash Bros, while the console games are more like Power Stone. Oh, so it's like an arena fighter. Interesting. Okay, and then the Game Boy one's like Smash. Wow. Yeah, I've seen the Game Boy one. Kind of looks like Smash, right? It's on a 2D plane. You have to knock people out of bounds. But I'm not familiar with the console version, so interesting. Very cool. Cool to know. All right. Moving on, what's your best fighting game? Who's your main? Number 6 comes to us from Randall Justice Mickles. Another new name. Very cool. I like seeing new names in these. Thanks you guys for participating. Randall says Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, and Tekken. Alright, Soul Calibur finally gets a mention. Absolutely amazing game. I remember taking home Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast for the first time and having to just melt my face off with its amazing, better than arcade graphics at the time. It's like, what sort of wizardry is this? Because I played so much Soul Calibur in the arcade. I used to work at the Excalibur at the time. So where I worked at in the Midway show tickets area, there was like there was an arcade, right? And I worked right in front of the Soul Calibur machine. So like every break, I would just beeline to Soul Calibur and play so much Soul Calibur that when it came home, and like we had no idea what we were like, I saw it on display and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get it. I had no plans on buying a game that day until I saw Soul Calibur 1 being played the day I picked up my Dreamcast on $99.99. Soul Calibur 1 and 2 are perfect games. 10-10, no notes, says the Pope. Man, Soul Calibur 2 GameCube is cool because Link, which is, I probably want to say that's probably the most sought after version, I'm going to guess. If I had to guess, right? Because of Link. Soul Calibur, if I remember correctly, ran off PS1 based hardware in the arcade. It did. It was very much PS1 graphics, and then it came home and it was like, whoa, crazy. I wonder if, did they ever make like a Naomi version of Soul Calibur 1? They didn't, huh? They just stuck with that arcade version. Oh, Matthew, 69 with Panda and Saru. That's hot. Thank you, Matthew. The best number ever. 69 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. with the rainbow hue card. Are we able to change these to make them like different now? Because I feel like so many already have that one. There's got to be people that we can make those like different. Are they
that is the biggest one that we have, because I changed it, remember?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
change it to different,
a different icon.
yeah, icon.
Some more special icons. I figured that there would be more slots now, since members, a lot of people have members that have been members for many years, right? Like we do here. We have a few people who have been members for many years. So like,
so there were 6 before, and then they added 3 more. So that's why I added more.
How many is it now?
9, I believe.
Is it just
Yeah.
9? Wow, I thought it would be more than that.
We can double check after.
Let's see here. The pub says Xbox Soul Calibur 2 had Spawn, so not as cool as Link, but still kind of worked. Yeah, that's cool. I feel like out of all of the Soul Calibur 2, the lamest one was probably Heihachi. Weren't they trying to work out someone else for 2, and then it like fell through, and Namco was like, oh shit, I guess it's Heihachi then. Right? Something like that. I thought I read something like that, or I imagined it maybe. I'm not sure. Soul Calibur 4 had Star Wars. That's right. It did. Gordos says 5 years. Thank you, Gordos. See, that's what I mean. Like, we have a bunch of people who, you know, are 60 plus months.
Yeah.
Wow, Matthew with the gift subs. Thank you.
Matthew.
Matthew's gifted a sub to Burley King, to Ellen Kira, to Rare Gold Aura, to M33W, and to Caporit. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Keyboard has been a member.
Thank you. I think it's just delayed.
Oh, fine.
Thank you. Someone say Star Wars? That's scruffy looking RGB. Who's scruffy looking? Star Wars. Welcome in. Welcome, Scruffy looking RGB. Thank you for the 38 months of Scruffy. The Scruffington. How many? Scruffy. I call him so many different names. Burley. It's just late. It's just trying to catch up. They all focus on the guest fighter specific for the platform. Anna says hello. Welcome in. Anna Adventures. How are you? Welcome. Anna, did you answer the question? I wanna say you did, but I haven't gone through them all. How many did we get actually? Let's see. Damn, we got 22 answers this week. Nice.
I changed the audio.
Oh, cool.
It's much better. Thank you for the subscription.
Very cool. All right. I sure did, says Anna. Yay! Soul Calibur 2 commercials. New Dead or Alive 7 coming with hopefully jiggling, says Matthew. It wouldn't be a Dead or Alive game without that, right? I feel like that's like one of the key selling points to a Dead or Alive game. Anna says I sure did. Yes! Excellent. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Anna and Scruffy. Anna and Scruffy are our newest members to the Saru crew. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate those of you who, not only the people who are here watching, those of you who support on Patreon and all that other stuff, but just being here is a big help as well. Or answering the question, because without you guys answering the question, we don't have SaruShow. So there are all kinds of ways that you can help. If you guys want to hit that like button, hitting the like button is completely free. Sharing, all that other good stuff is completely free to do, but I really appreciate you guys just being here and participating, chatting, and thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for the top chatters right now. Number 1 is Pack Sonic. Number 3 is Gordos. Who's number 2? Let's see. Oops. Oh, there we go. Number 2 is Twisted. Sorry it took me so long to deal with Patreon issues, says Scruffy. Man, thank you so much. I'm honored that you would join our humble little group. Thank you, Scruffy. I appreciate it. The poo. What? All right, let's get back to the question, you guys. We had asked you guys, what is your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 7. Number 7. Number 7 comes to us from King Marth 64. Matthew also says, Matthew Kelly, Fatal Fury Special and Terry Bogard is his main. Very cool. Fatal Fury Special, very, very good game. I feel like Fatal Fury Special also was the game that started the whole putting other game characters into different games with Ryo Sakazaki from Art of Fighting. I feel like after SNK did that, and the reaction that they got from that is pretty much what spawned King of Fighters, right? And yeah, Terry Main Predictable. Predictable. That's cool. Did you see that like little OVA thing that they did with Geese? The Pope with Geese and like Rock. I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. Guest fighter. Yeah, Ryo Sakazaki was a guest fighter in Fatal Fury Special. Let's see here. All right, number 9 comes... Oh, no, wait. I almost skipped someone. Number 8. I don't know how to count. Number 8 comes to us from Dang Dang Done It. Dang Dang Done It. Answer to what's your favorite... Or, I'm sorry. What's your best fighting game and who's your main? Dang Dang Done It says Power Stone 1 and his main was Jack in Power Stone. Jack was the... Was he the mummy guy in Power Stone? I don't remember their names. They changed their names around too, didn't they? And it says, hey, I know Dan. I know, this is the second time he's participated, which is cool. I think he participated last week too, I want to say. Maybe? Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know. But yeah, I think he's from, he came from your group of people, Anna. Which is awesome. This is why it's so cool to be cool with other people, because you never know. You get a lot of cross audiences, and it's helpful to everyone. That's why be cool to everybody, people. Be cool to everybody. Unless those people are not cool to you, then you can tell them to kick rocks. But if those people are cool to you, be cool to one another. Because our communities all grow when you guys are cool. Gotcha. All right, Matthew. Whoa. Dang. It says, I couldn't read it, it's so small.
I'm gonna go back here, sorry. I wonder why the audio thing didn't work.
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
I can get it back for you really quick.
Thank you. Who was that?
This is Matthew.
Matthew.
This is OBS Studio. We're learning stuff.
Yeah, we switched between Streamlabs OBS, because Streamlabs OBS kept messing up with our capture device, and it was just always messing up. So we downloaded just regular OBS, and it seems to work way better.
Okay, let me do the audio thing.
But we're still trying to figure out all the kinks.
Spinning bird kick Jackie Chan charm for myself. Sweets. Anna and Brandon Wallace. Also contains shipping.
Oh, nice! Very cool. Thank you, Matthew. Very cool.
Matthew.
All right. Thank you so much. Very cool. So yes, Matthew's gifted the tonight's charm to a bunch of people. If you guys do want the charm, you can still get in on it. This is just we do a funding. For those of you who might be new, we do these charm funding goals to fund making the charm. So in the end, I don't really make a whole lot from these charms. It's just kind of one of those things that we do. And we make them for people. I enjoy doing them. Eventually, I wanted to do other stuff with these designs, like maybe do like these kind of things. I thought it might be cool to do like these kind of standees with them later on in time. Here's a neat. They look like, here are my Ninja ones. These are going, I only made a couple of these. These are going to the executive producer, who shall not be named until the game's release. But he's getting these as well. But I want to do that. I kind of want to do like these kind of like pixel standees. I think it would be cool. But for now, they're going to be acrylic charms. Mini acrylic charms. Do I have any over here? I really should.
Here's one here.
The mini?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what they look like, basically. A mini acrylic charm is about this size. This is an old one. I wonder where new GB2 is. This is the old GB2. But anyway, just for illustrative purposes, this is what the charm will look like when we actually make it. So for those of you who are new, basically the amount that we do here. Here's Jesse, look. There's Jesse's link. These are what the mini charms look like. They're smaller charms. And so normally we do bigger charms. We put your names on the packages and do all these other things. But when we do the mini ones, it's just basic packaging in plastic. Let's see here. I'm so cool. They call me Culo, says Twisted. I'm no, says Twisted.
Man, says the best Chun-Li has to be Jackie Chan. I changed it to Jackie Chun charm.
Jackie Chun charm. That's hilarious. Let's see here. That game is called Catface McGee. What? Oh, you're looking at this one? I made a new version of this design. This is the old one. This one was one of my first charms, one of my older charms. I made a cool, cuter one. I'm not sure where any of my charms are, though. Alright. And it says, "Aw, cute little Game Boy and Jesse." Same leg length.
I know. I have a full torso, but tiny legs.
Yep, that's
when I
true.
sit down next to you, we're the same height.
Yep.
I might be a little bit taller.
But then he stands
when he stands up, I'm like short.
He's got little stubby legs. Like a capybara. You ever seen a capybara? He's basically
Yeah.
I feel like those were his brothers and sisters in a past life. He was a capybara.
I can't believe, like, so many times where, like, I'm sitting down with people and I stand up, like, whoa, you're short. It's like, yeah, I just have tiny legs.
Tiny legs. And then he skitters away. Alright. Back to the question we had asked you guys. What's your best fighting game? And who is your main? Number 9 comes to us from Anna Adventures. Anna says, Killer Instinct Gold, Kim Woo, and Capcom vs. SNK 2EO, the GameCube version, as Sakura Kasugano. Very cool. We did a Sakura charm at one point, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
We did a Sakura charm. She's one of my favorites. In this game that we're listening to right now, this is Street Fighter Alpha 2. Sakura's my favorite in this one. Stupid Nintendo putting Mai as a playable character in Smash. Not putting Mai as a playable character. Yeah, I think that probably wouldn't go with Nintendo's whole family structure of stuff. I love Sakura, says Anna. Me too. She's one of my favorites. I love her. Why Sora in Smash Bros? Says Matthew. Why? Stupid Nintendo. Should have been Mai. But oh well, at least there was Terry. She's too bouncy, says Twisted. Bah, Nintendo, says Nuffy. It was because of it raising the age rating in Japan. Oh yeah, that's true, right? Like the rating would have to go up if her boobies were flopping about. Man, I'm sweating like crazy. Sweating. I'm glistening right now. All right, getting back to the thing, we asked you guys, what's your favorite best fighting game? Who is your main? Number 10 comes to us from Super Boo 85, aka Ken Masters. Ken Boo says, I'd say Capcom vs. SNK 2 is probably my favorite, just because of all the time my little brother and I have spent playing it. But Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore is a close second for the same reason. Of course, Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition on Sega Genesis was my first, and will always be special to me. As for mains, Ken Masters is my go-to anything he's playable in, but I do like playing as Blanca as well. In the DOA series, Tina is my main, says Super Boo. Very cool to get a Dead or Alive mention in the answer already. I loved DOA 2 on the once again the Dreamcast. DOA 2 was freaking awesome. It had that like really cool opening with that song and ninja lesbian action. It was cool. It was all very futuristic at the time. Okay. The Pope says the new soundtrack for Capcom vs. SNK 2 in Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is pretty good except for the hatchet job they gave True Love Making. I didn't know did they do a new soundtrack for that one? I don't own that one yet. I don't know why. I should have it, but I don't. I do want to get it. I might get it for PS4 at this point. Depending on I'll get whichever's cheaper actually. Twisted says, I actually like the Dreamcast controller for fighting games. I feel like I just got used to it for fighting games. Like, it worked really well with Soul Calibur, right? Being a 3D fighting game and you were using the analog stick to use it. I felt like it really worked with Soul Calibur. Once I got to games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, I did have an ASCII fight pad back in the day. I don't know where that's at now. I do have some other options now though. But I didn't really like the OG Dreamcast controller for any of the Capcom 6-button stuff. But it worked perfectly fine for King of Fighters. It worked for Power Stone. It worked for Soul Calibur. It worked for a lot of games, actually. Anna says, I would like a life-size My Pillow with appropriately sized chestal pillows. I'm sure Zach would appreciate it, right? It's just like a body pillow with another one just sewn like right in the chestals. I'm sure that's been done. Do you think? Why is look at my? You can see like the sheen in my head from my head sweat right now. New Evercade handheld coming out, rare edition with Banjo-Kazooie. What do you think about that, Matthew? What do you think about them making it so that it works with a D-pad? Now, do you think they're just being cheeky with like the release of it and giving it D-pad compatibility, but they're actually going to put it on a cartridge, and that's why we have an analog controller coming out for the Evercade? Do you think we'll get an actual? Do you think we'll get an actual cart, a rare cart? Because we did get one rare collection. Why wouldn't that be rare volume 2? Right? It would only make sense. They already have the cart. They have already done a cart. I feel like the chance of us getting an Evercade volume 2 cart is very likely. But who knows? We never got a Capcom one, so we'll see. But we did get a Taito one. It's like stupid Capcom not allowing carts. Yeah. Oh, is it? Do you think it's Capcom that isn't allowing them to make the cart? Is that what it is? I thought it was maybe like a money thing. Man, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. But anyhow, I think Banjo's controls are not too difficult. I think it could work with a D-pad. Because what do? You walk around. It's not like you need... I think the analog just makes it more comfortable. But, like, what does Banjo do other than he walks in all different directions, which you can use, you know, all D-pad's axis. He's got, like, that side jump, which can be, like, left in a combination of some other buttons, maybe. I'm sure they can make it work. There is flying. Oh, flying might be weird. You're right, there is flying. That might be weird. Who knows? I guess we'll see. Project Justice also got a new soundtrack too, says the Pope. Did it? Man. Which version did you get, Pope? Did you get it on PlayStation? When you get games, what do you normally get them for? I've been getting stuff. I used to get, if it was a game that was more graphic intensive, I would always get it on PS4. And or like some fighting games, I tried to get it on PS4 over the Switch. But when my PS4 started sounding like an airplane, I started buying nothing but Switch releases. So I ended up buying a ton of Switch releases later on in time because it sounded like my PS4 wanted to take off into the sky. So I stopped buying PS4 games and started buying exclusively Switch games. But now that I have a PS5, I've been trying to buy more PlayStation disc-based games now. Since my PS5 doesn't sound like a freaking jet, like a propeller plane. Clean thy PS4 fans. I'm probably not even going to turn it on, to be honest. It's probably going to stay off. I'm just going to play it on my PS5 now. Alright. Let's get back into it. Super Boo. That was an excellent answer. I love that. Number 11. Let me take a drink. This one's a big answer. Man, I cannot stop sweating. I need a theme.
What do you need?
For my sweat. Something to keep it from trickling down the back of my neck. Saru's PS4, let's say, takes off. I know, as soon as it turned on, it's like, vrrr, it's like, shut up. No, you don't have to do that, just grab. Oh. Okay. Alright. Moving on. Huh? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, we should start doing voting for next week's question. All right. I can't really see them from here, so I'll just wait till you come back. Let me get into Mackenzie's answer here. Evercade order from Amazon says March 27th now. Grrr. Which one? What are you trying to order? Saru needs a cooling gel around his neck. I need to buy one of those like neck fans. Gordo says, wait, for which one? What cart? What cart, Gordo? The Pope says, I got it on Xbox and Switch, and I'm also getting it on PlayStation, says the Pope. Oh, you're getting it on all the consoles. Interesting. Use Songbird. Yeah, Songbird. You know who's... I say Songbird or Castlemania. Castlemania Games. Castlemania Games is pretty good too with stuff. I haven't even gotten my... It's weird. It depends, because I ordered my title through Songbird. I haven't gotten it yet. Unless it's at the thing and I just haven't seen the notification because I don't get those text messages. But I haven't gotten any notification from Songbird yet. Which is weird because Songbird, with the Neo Geo carts, I got those Neo Geo carts quick. But you haven't told me of any notifications, right? We haven't gotten any? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Ryan from Castlemania is really cool as well, says Twisted. I think I met him once a long time ago.
Oh, just because it's yesterday, so we'll probably get it Monday.
Which one?
That's what Gordo said.
Gordo said, oh, Title 3 and Turrican. I need to get Turrican. I haven't gotten Turrican. I'm trying to be frugal with my video game purchases. I'm trying to buy what's cheap. I bought so many PlayStation games because they were so cheap. Tekken 8 was $20. I got this for $19. I got this for $20. I got this for $20. The most expensive game that I bought that was new was this. Was East X Proud, which I haven't opened. I can feel the disc like rattling around in there. I don't know why that always happens with PS5 games. But I've yet to open this one. And the PS Portal Saru got. I know, I got a cheap PS Portal. Dude, that thing is cool. I got it for like $100. So I kind of thought it was a stupid peripheral. But I was like, man, $100 though? Like, you know, if anything, I could resell it, right? So I was like, if it sucks, I can just sell it on eBay or something. So I picked it up, but man, the thing is actually really cool. I really like that you can stream your games from your PlayStation. Because I'll be downstairs streaming games on the Portal. It works surprisingly well. I'm very, very surprised. Final Fantasy VII Remake stream when East dies off. I still need to play all the other East games. I'm not going to do Proud, I don't think, because I feel like it's all the same game. I might wait for the Steam version of Proud to come out, and maybe I'll play through that route, because I don't want to play through the whole game again, right? But if you get it on Steam, it just kind of adds on to your game, doesn't it? Like, doesn't the save, like, continue over? So, I'm going to wait and get it on Steam, and I'm probably going to wait until it's on sale on Steam, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how that works, but I'll get it. There's no option for an upgrade path yet, so I don't know. We'll see. Twisted says... Sorry, go ahead. I already read that.
Oh, sorry.
I picked up a PS Portal at the swap meet a few weeks ago for $50. It was a return from Best Buy. Dude, that is so good. $50? Dang, that is... I thought I got a good deal. Holy crap. That's cheap. That is cheap. But it's pretty cool. I got the black one. I don't know what... Is there a difference between the color? Are they just different colors? Because there's the white one and a black one. I don't know if the black one is any different. The first one was the white one, right? Did it only come in white first? I'm not sure. Alright, getting back to the question. This one is Mackenzie's answer. Different... Oh, it came in different colors. What other colors did it come in? I've only ever seen it in black or white. Did they make a gray PlayStation color one? Man, now that I have a PS5, I regret not getting one of those PlayStation colored controllers that they had in Japan. Dude, they were like $60, and I was like, should I buy one? I don't even have a PS5. What do I do with it?
There's so many deals that we saw. Like, damn it.
Yeah, now I'm like, damn it. I didn't know. I didn't think I was gonna get a PS5. But you know, for $300, it's like. And we almost bought one in Japan, but it was missing everything. It was missing like a bunch. It was just like the unit itself, and it was like, it came out to something like 300 and something. Let's ship Saru to Japan. Yes, put me in a box. Ship me to Japan. Good thing we didn't buy it. Yeah, because we now have the slim one. That was in way better shape, and we got it cheaper than we would have gotten in Japan. All right, number 11 comes to us from Mackenzie. We'd ask you guys, what is your best fighting game and who is your main? Mackenzie says, for modern fighting games, I absolutely love Blaze Blue Central Fiction Special Edition on my Nintendo Switch, with my main being Noelle Vermillion. She's strong and a great introduction character to anyone new in the series. I love the cel-shaded art style in this game. Some might be disappointed that this game doesn't have an English dub, unlike previous games in the series, but don't let that deter you from an incredible fighting game you don't want to miss. Honorable mention goes to Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. Jesus, these Arc System fighting game titles. If you haven't played this other fighting game once by the same studio who makes Blaze Blue, Arc System Works, do yourself a favor and play this game right now. It's good. This is the very beefed up and enhanced PS2 fighting game. For the longest time, it was only available digitally on PS3, 360, and PS Vita, but in 2026, you can now play it on Steam or on your Nintendo Switch. The good news for anyone like myself who loves physical copies, there are physical copies available, but only in Europe or Japan. You will want to look for the game that's called Guilty Gear 20th Anniversary Pack. It will include this game and the original Guilty Gear game from the PS1. A neat curiosity to see where the series began, but what you are buying this small game collection is for Accent Core. My main in this game is Jam Kuratoberry, I think her name is. For retro fighting games, I'm really torn. I absolutely love Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. I could play this game for hours. Some of those most beautiful sprite work you can ever see in a fighting game that looks so beautiful even today. Always play the Japanese version for the inclusion of Norimaru. Don't worry about the Japanese in the Japanese version of the game. Anyone can pick up this game and have an absolute blast. The Sega Saturn version is the best way to play this game with its 6-button layout. Don't have a Sega Saturn? Don't worry about that. The game is available on the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection for every platform. Physically, it's available for PS4 and Switch owners. Shakes fist at Xbox. My mains in this game are probably Chun-Li and Wolverine. Alright. Honorable retro fighting game had to go to Vampire Savior. Oh my god, another amazing fighting game by the amazing people at Capcom. This is one fighting game anyone who loves Capcom fighters from this era but have never touched really owe themselves to check out. I can't say anything bad about this game or anything that other people haven't said that makes this game so good. If you know, you will know who main... If you know me, you will know who my main is. A very cute, sexy, naked cat girl. Interesting. Who's the naked cat girl character in Darkstalkers? Is it the green guy, right? All right. I have faith in Arc System Works. We'll get it fixed. Are we talking about Tokon? Tokon was broken as of the December beta. Fun to do combos, not fun to be on the receiving end of combos, says the Pope. Bless you. I heard Tokon it's still in its it's very early, right? So it's still got a lot of time to bake in the oven. Twisted says Felicia. I thought he was talking about the Frankenstein character, for sure. But yeah, anyone who knows Mackenzie from the Saru crew knows that he absolutely loves Felicia. Felicia's his icon. He always posts crazy art about Felicia. Sometimes not crazy, but like, you know, cute. Let's say cute art, cute and sexy art. Gotcha bench. Says Gordos. All right. Yeah, we should do gotcha now, right?
Yeah.
We're at the halfway point because we got 21 answers. 21 answers. Number 12 is next, so we are at the halfway point. If you want to go ahead and do the gotcha, anyone who's a member of the Saru Crew Elite, or if you're a member of Panda Box, you're already automatically entered into our Gachapon giveaway if you are in the chat. But for anyone else, if you typed in gacha earlier today, you're already entered. We're going to go ahead and start it here in a couple minutes. Let me read some. No Toshinden love tonight, says the Pope. The first 3 are getting re-released on modern platforms. I loved Toshinden 1 and 2. It's funny because trying to play it now is like, it's not that great, right? Like you play Toshinden now and you're like, it's a bit hard to play. I loved Toshinden 1 was, back then it looked so crazy good. Like it's roundy, smooth, what do you call those? Do you call those triangle polygons? What do you call those? I don't know. I forgot what the technical term was for that. But back then it looked really great. And then Toshinden 2 came out in arcades. Capcom put those out for the arcade. Tamsoft made the game, but Capcom distributed it in arcades. At least here in North America they did. And man, it was a lot of fun. Music was great. Gameplay was better. It's pretty clunky now. Yeah, it's super clunky now. But in 2 is kind of like a bit more crazy gameplay. It's cool though. Let's see here. Matthew says, I always thought Donovan was the cat girl in Darkstalkers. That's it. It's Donovan. Donovan is the cute, sexy cat girl with a serious face. 100%. All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and do the Gachapon. These are all the people who entered tonight's Gachapon giveaway. We're going to go ahead and shuffle it a couple times here. If you want to do a couple, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right. Here we go, you guys. Good luck, everybody.
It's going to be...
Oh, the Pope by like a pixel. Who was before the Pope? Matthew by like a pixel. I heard it like right before it. I heard the click, and immediately the pop up. How funny! The Pope, you are the winner of the Gachapon giveaway. If you are, he says, "Yay!"
Okay.
All right. Congratulations.
Pick number 1 through 4.
Yeah, pick a number 1 through 4. 1 through 4. Wait, where is the Pope? Is the Pope in... Are you in America? America.
Oh yeah, are you...
I don't think he's ever won our Gachapon. Is this the first time you've ever won our Gachapon giveaway? I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure this is the first time. The Pope rigged it. He asked the big guy upstairs. He was like, "Dear Lord, bless me." Pope, shake the table, moving the needle, says the Pope. It's so funny. It was like a single picture. It was like, "Book." The Pope is in Rome. Silly me. Silly me. Let's see. How many answers do we have? Sasquatch is next. Wow, we got a lot of answers today. Very cool. Very cool. Bitter.
Pick a number 1 through 4. Pope.
Pick a number 1 through 4. Rome. He's in Rome. He's in the Vatican. I'm in America. I think you already have my info. Anywho, number 4. Oh, maybe we already did.
Number 4.
We probably did.
Alright, here's 1.
Alright, ball number 1. Sorry, I'm like sweating my ass off right now. Ball number 1 was big prize. Womp, 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 womp. Dead hamsters. Dead hamsters. This one, yeah. This piece of paper is like 7 years old now. So yeah, those hamsters are for sure dead. I mean, they were probably already dead when they took this picture, but they're super dead.
All right.
He said
number
quattro vagina. All right, ball number 2. What number did you say? 4.
4.
Ball number 2 is this Puyo Puyo. Puyo Puyo watch. Puyo Puyo.
Here's ball number 3.
Ball number 3 is the gay guy from Dragon Ball and some Taiko tape. All right, here is your ball. Ball number 4. Here is your ball. I don't know what it is. It looks like a figure of some sort. Ball number 4 is the Vegeta. Oh, shit. A Vegeta. Looked like he's taking a poo. He's like, over the squatty toilet. Over the squatty toilets in Japan. Alright, you are the winner of a Vegeta. A Vegeta. Saru, get insurance for your AC. $10 a month. What? They're not going to do shit for $10 a month. They're not going to do nothing for $10 a month. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is the problem.
We'll deduct the $30 you sent us.
Thanks for the $30. Yep, your AC's broken, all right. You get the peace of mind of knowing your shit's broken. Pugetta. Vegeta, says the Pope. Alright, very cool. Thank you guys for participating. We do these Gachapon giveaways every week. We have one more giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Everyone who answers the weekly question gets thrown into the giveaway. Oh, I couldn't read this. It was too far. And I couldn't reach the mouse, so. Alright, let's talk about the choices for next week's question before we get through the second half of the answers for this week's question. The questions that we have right now, we're going to go ahead and I'll read them. If I have to reword them, I'll reword them for a bit, and then I'll let you guys vote on them. But number 1 is, what is your favorite stage or level in any retro game and why? I personally love that question. That was Jesse's idea. Number 2 is, what's a retro game you would recommend to someone who's never played any retro games? Did we do that one? Did we do that one, or am I just am I getting them all confused now?
I think we might have.
I don't remember. Do you guys know if we did that one?
Maybe we should take it off.
I don't remember. Well, we'll come back to it. All right, number 3 is, who do you think was the most disappointing boss battle in a retro video game? Like, what was the most disappointing boss? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I thought we did it. Alright, so we can add, like, maybe one of these other things.
Yeah.
A retro game ending that really moved you and why. What is the weirdest video game intro you've seen? What is your favorite retro game cover and why? I also, let's see, what's something fun you've been playing this week? Let's see here. What's a retro video game that you or others try to convince you is good? What's a movie, TV, video game series vehicle you would like to drive and why? Maybe we can take the what is the weirdest video game intro you've seen? I feel like that one might spawn some funny answers, right? Alright. And then the last one was, what's a retro game that will not be great as an HD remake? That would not make a good HD remake, maybe?
Let's see. I'll read the chat. We need to talk then. Matthew says, yes, we did. Of course, Gizmo Game says, what's up, Sorry, Jesse? What's up, Gizmo?
What up, Gizmo? Will not make...
We're at number 12, so really we're
halfway through. We're halfway there. What's a retro game that will not?
And then we're looking at what to vote for next week. So we're doing the four questions, and we're gonna do voting soon. So
Yeah.
Okay. Screenshot that. And then you can just read the next one.
It could be would not or did not.
Where?
Right there, so we can give the option of people to talk about games that were remade. So, I mean,
Be faster if you just do it.
so that then people can tell us. They could also answer with games that didn't make a good
Yeah.
HD remake. All right, did you mean to put that on top of the check out the socials there?
This one just popped up. Sorry.
Just delete it. We don't need multiple. How you doing, Gizmo? Welcome in. We did that or similar. Yeah, I thought we did that same one. All right. What's another? You know what's a good? Let's do, since we were talking about Guilty Gear, let's do the first Guilty Gear soundtrack. Guilty Gear. This is Guilty Gear 1. Dude, Guilty Gear 1, when this game first came out, it was like, whoa. It was so good.
You can put it up too.
Alright, moving on, you guys. Let's get back to the weekly question. If you're just coming in, we had asked, what's your best and or favorite fighting game, and who is your best or your main characters? Who are your mains in your best fighters? Number 12 comes to us from Sasquatch in Time. Sassy says, Sassy here. By the time you're reading this, it is evening time, and I am probably... Who did that? Bad. Bad. We need Bloody Roar to make a comeback. Yeah, dude, Bloody Roar is awesome. I hope there is a new Bloody Roar. That would be great. Let's see here. Sassy says, by the time you're reading this, it's evening time, and I'm probably long, deep, and hard into Snoozerville City, USA. So, I hope you guys are having fun. It's okay to have fun without me. I give you permission. I have some stupid job thing or whatever that I'm going to do tomorrow. So, back to the crossroads of Bed Street and Drool Drive I go. Physically, but virtually, Saru or Jesse will read this. So, here we go. Sassy here. Again, I have a soft spot for Super Street Fighter 2. My love of fighting games started with Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat in the arcade. And boy, those times were good. Later, when we got the original home versions of Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat on the SNES and Genesis, it was a massive time to be a console gamer. The arcades were already massive in those early days, with masses filling them in and formulating around those two titans of fighting games. How could one not be enamored? Back then, and even sometimes now, I was a contrarian. I was wanting to go against the grain. So when everyone was picking Ken and Ryu, I went with Guile and E Honda. In Mortal Kombat, when everyone was going with Liu Kang and Johnny Cage, I was picking Raiden and, well, Johnny Cage. He had the nut punch, people. But going back to Street Fighter, I like the charging characters. It felt more like a challenge to beat a well-versed Ken and Ryu Dragon Punch character. Later I learned these fighters were referred to as Shotos, but to me, it seemed like playing with those dudes was cheating, cause they seemed so easy to play. Most moves only being mostly down forward or forward down down forward attack on the D-pad, which always spat out something great like that ultra vertical rising dragon punch. And that thing just had priority over practically every living thing on God's green earth. Otherwise, you were getting a highly spammable fireball that would 9 times out of 10 beat any Guile at the time in a fireball fight. And reverse the action and throw a kick in there, and you get an ultra cool wheelie spinny tornado flippy swingy kicky kick. Such ease of destruction here, it's totally cheating. This is what my 12-year-old brain thought. So yeah, sorry, I guess, to those just wanting to hear a little story. Now I'm just throwing shade at the Shoto players, but I kind of still feel like they're getting away with something by playing with those guys today. Dang, 46-year-old brain still thinking the same. Why am I so bitter? Well, I bit him too. So, to go back to my main and come back to some sanity, pretty much even in the new games like Street Fighter 6 and Street Fighter 4, sorry, backwards, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 6, I play as Guile and E Honda with some Blanca thrown in there for good measure. Ironically, I missed much of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which I believe had a unique change where all moves could pretty much be done with a down forward attack method, right? Is that right? Or am I confusing it with another Street Fighter? Please add your comments in the chat and comment sections below or to the side or down forward or forward, cheater. But alas, that is all for now. I'm looking forward to rewatching this tomorrow when this company place will pay me to do some mundane task, but I can listen to all of you cool people's fighting game knowledge and stories. And for that, I'm very fortunate and blessed. So, thanks for hearing out my gaming memory question answer. Thanks for reading it, Saru, and I will see y'all in the forest sometime, says Sasquatch. I love that. I always love a good Sasquatch story. Is it too late to answer, says JT? No, you can still throw it in.
You can answer it, yeah.
I think the question's still pinned, isn't it?
It's on in the announcements.
Yeah, or put it in, if you go in the description, the link is in the description. But yeah, you still have time. I still have like 9 more to go through. So by the time you answer it, it'll probably be there. Sorry, I'm sweating. But yeah, you can answer it. Let's see here. We did that or similar. Konami is ignoring Hudson.
JT.
Konami is ignoring Hudson except for Bomberman. So I think Bloody Roar stays in purgatory, says the Pope. I believe so too. I mean, at least if Konami gave us like a collection, but I don't think they will. Konami doesn't really care about any of Hudson's IPs unless it's Momotaro Dentetsu or Bomberman. That's like pretty much all Konami cares about. And it's so crazy to see that Konami took a Hudson IP and turned it into a gambling slot machine here in Vegas. There are Bomberman slot machines. So hey, maybe we'll start seeing more Hudson IPs. Maybe we'll see the Adventure Island slot machine. How funny would that be? Could you imagine? And there's a question. Thank you, Matthew, for sharing the weekly question. The Pope says a new Toshinden, though, Tamsoft can load them with guests from Onechanbara and Sendan Kagura. What else did Tamsoft do? They could do that. That would be funny, huh? If they did that. That might be too much work. I feel like a lot of people now, when it comes to like rebooting an old game, it's all about like whatever they can cash grab for the quickest, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like they're not going to go through the trouble of doing that. But that would be cool, right? If there were Onechanbara characters in it. Mylan's Secret Castle Pachinko, maybe, says Matthew. The question says, what's your favorite Banjo-Kazooie game?
What, you said that right now? I kind of says what would be a good video game turned into a fighting game?
The question says, what's your favorite Banjo-Kazooie game?
What?
What?
What the hell?
How did that happen? Who hacked the Google Forms? Does Matthew have access to the Google form?
I think Spilling Sugar's messing around with us. Sweets, are you here?
Children, behave
yourself.
yourselves.
Oh no, they noticed.
And who did the redeem when I was reading the question? Was that Gordos? Bad Gordos. You guys are wild today. Wild, misbehaving children. Everyone go to your rooms.
Everyone read your answers. What's the new question? Oh, we're voting right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're voting right now. So far, number 1 is winning with what is your favorite stage or level in any retro game and why? Which is a pretty rad question. Not me. I always get accused. I know. The first person I always say is Gordos. I'm like, Gordos! He's like, and it's like somebody else. By going to your room, it means Saru's game room. Yes. You can go to your room.
Okay, I got bored waiting.
Go to your room and repent.
There's like a tie. Only 9 votes. Keep voting.
Yeah, you guys have to vote. There's only 9 votes. But there's 20 people in here.
Yes.
18 people in here.
So, okay, it works.
Vote, 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 vote. So I answer the question anyways? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh. Is that a question?
Yeah, you can answer it anyway. It'll still go to the thing.
Yeah, and I can just grab it really quick.
We'll still see it.
Yeah.
Don't answer that question. Answer the fighting game question. That's funny.
It's Pikachu.
It's Pikachu!
So we can flying work with Banjo and no analog stick.
Did you see there was one in Spanish where they did it and it was like the silhouette of SpongeBob?
Oh, yeah.
And the guy's like, "This is the Pokemon!" And she's like, "It's SpongeBob!" And he's like, "It's Jeffrey Epstein!" Oh, it's funny. Yes, answer the question.
Answer the question.
The banjo question.
There's 2 more after. I didn't even read those.
Oh, is there? Is there
more? Yeah.
Damn, we got a lot for tonight.
We did.
Yeah,
we
should.
Worried that...
We were worried. Yeah. Apparently, we have a lot of fighting game fans. We should try to think of some. We can also think of a words. We could also think up some more like fighting game related stuff too.
Well, I just had one. It says, what would be a good video game turned into a fighting game? Like East.
Oh.
East could be like, have a fighting game with just East characters.
Right, that would be cool. Because we did kind of get that one fighting game, but it kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, but it's not great. I have it for PSP. The East versus Trails in the Sky. It's kind of weird. It's like a poor man's Power Stone. That's a good one. Yeah, what non-fighting game... What non-fighting game... Bump Attack Fighters is sweet like sugar. How would we word that? I like that question. That would be cool.
Me too.
We can add that in for next week since we already started voting this week. So whichever wins this week, we'll replace it with that question. I just need to word it better.
Which one? The fighting game?
The fighting game, yeah. Which game series would you like to see made into a fighting game? I don't know, something cool. Chrono Trigger. Oh wait, that's basically Dragon Ball Z. It says Twisted. I like that question though. It's very cool. What if they made League of Legends fighting and then laid off half of the team the week it comes out? Yeah, that'll never happen. Whoops.
No, Dragon, yours is like pretty soon.
Whoops. Alright. While you guys are voting, let's get through the rest of these questions. Sorry, it's hard to breathe in because it's like stuffy in here.
Man, you know what we should do? We should bring that
And my titties are all sweaty.
We should bring the AC thing.
Oh, the portable unit.
It'd be easy to do here.
You're right. That's not a bad idea. At least before SaruShow.
Yeah.
Cool down the room. That's not a bad idea.
And it's easy because there's an opening right there. And that's covering it.
You're right. But it's a sideways thing,
yeah,
isn't it?
It doesn't matter. It's up and down.
Oh, is it?
It doesn't matter what side. It's like this, you can have, there's an extender.
Oh.
It was Gordo.
Oh, now it tells you it's Gordo's. Twitch told on you. Bottom of titties. Yes, Snapdragon, come wipe them down. Come wipe me dry. Tetris as a fighting series. I feel like, has that been done? I feel like there might have been like a cheeky game that was like tetranomes fighting each other or something. Now you can blame me, says Gordos. Alright, let's get back into the weekly question, you guys. We'd ask you, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 13 comes to us from Inu Base. Inu Base says, another one of your who's your favorite child questions, huh? Vampire Savior, The Lord of Vampire or Darkstalkers 3, or Vampire Savior World of Darkness. Of course, all confusing sequel non-sequels, but kind of sequels because of lore. But actually, more like late 90s DLC. Look, the arcade boards had memory space issues. Anyway, my main is Sasquatch, or Felicia, mostly Felicia, but I identify with Sasquatch on a spiritual level. The versions are always a point of confusion since they juggled around moves and how to pull them off on basically every level. On basically each iteration, sorry. Oh, but you ask, my best, as in one of the ones I'm actually capable of making people rage quit? If so, I'm a man of culture, and Dead or Alive's mix of fun moves, stages, panty shots, crushing combos, and controlled chaos are my jam. And Leithong is the spoon I use to spread counters, juggles, and annoying pokes. I hope against Dead or Alive 6's last round brings back the fun stuff from 26 years ago. Instead of modern game, design it to hell. Greatest, says Inu Base. Very cool. I like that answer. But yeah, basically, like all those Darkstalkers games. There was also a Darkstalkers 2, right? Or not, I'm sorry, not Darkstalkers 2. There was a Vampire Savior 2. Wait, no, that was Lord of... There were 3 Vampire Saviors? Am I reading that correctly? Is he saying that there were 3 of them? I thought there were 2 of them. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know there were 3 of them. Loving this answer, says Gordos. Yeah, that was a great answer. Um...
13 votes, and it looks like number 4 is winning.
Number 4 is winning, huh? What was number 4? What's a retro game that did not make a good... Oh, wow! That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's good, though. That means that we're going to have some good questions for the next couple of Saru shows. I like that. I like that. I think Tekken has taken over I think Tekken has overtaken DOA as the cultured fighter. So many bikinis and jiggles, says the Pope. I know, they let Tekken catch up with all that stuff. Tekken's already on Tekken 8 with all the... Where's the Tekken beach volleyball game with Jin and Heihachi? Heihachi's gonna be in his fundoshi playing volleyball. He's gonna be like, yeah. Alright, moving on. We'd ask you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 14 comes to us from Tito Adol 3, aka Ruben. Ruben says, my favorite fighting game is Soul Calibur, but on the DC. Better than the arcade. Kalik is my crush, says Tito Adol 3, aka Ruben. Mine? Man. Soul Calibur characters? I liked so many characters. I liked Song Mina and Kalik, right? Because they played very similar. I liked Maxi, even though Maxi was cheap as hell. I liked using him like on the computer. I try not to use him when fighting people. And Xianghua and Huang Songkyung, even though they're almost the same character as well. So like the mirror characters. One Chinese, one Korean for both pairs. That's funny. I just noticed that, actually. I didn't know that. Yeah, I just noticed that. Because Xianghua and Huang Songkyung, right? Chinese, Korean. Kalik, Chinese of some sort, maybe. And Song Mina. Rest in peace, Li Long. I know Li Long dies, like, immediately, right? Doesn't he die in the first game? He's, like, doing his thing. He's like, oh! And he hits himself in the groin with his bladed nunchucks. Bathroom something was my response. Read yet? No, not yet. We are on number 14. Man, we got a lot of them today.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Considering that we haven't really derailed a whole lot today, too.
We haven't.
Alright, moving on. We'd ask you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 15 comes to us from Newfie, aka Nuff Dragon. Says, right away, King of Fighters came to mind, and I've always liked the Mexican 3 team. According to 94, Ryo, Robert, and Takuma. The best is Killer Instinct 64 with the infinite power bar code. I've played with Combo the Boxer and enjoyed it the moist. Did you mean to write moist? The moist. This is this. So moist. Alright. King of Fighters. Man, King of Fighters is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I love King of Fighters. It's so good. No Final Fight Revenge. Love with Hager as the main. Too bad that game is terrible. We need a new Final Fight fighter. Or it would have been cool to get freaking, what was that? Capcom Fighting All-Stars, the 3D one. Remember? Do you guys remember? That what it was going to be called, Capcom Fighting All-Stars? They should have put Hager in that. And then actually release the game. Yeah, and yes, I do want to see Heihachi in a Speedo. The proper term is a fundoshi. It's cultured. It's about Japanese culture and not about man butt. Did my answer get Jesse entered? What is wrong with my reading today? Did my Jesse get entered? Did my answer get entered?
Did you enter me? Sure. Yeah. You're the last one, JT.
JT's the last one. The last. This.
Yeah, it looks like number 4 is gonna win. It's 15 votes at 47%.
Okay, yeah, we only have 16 people in here now, so yeah. So close it. All right, we're gonna end the voting. It looks like everyone. Thank you, everyone, for voting. I appreciate it. Thank you. There was only 18 people at the start of the vote, and there's only 14 people now, which means everyone has voted. Thank you guys for voting. That really helps out a lot. Now, next week's question is going to be, what's a retro game that would not or did not make a good HD remake? There's a game out there where you're like, I don't think this game would make a good HD remake. You know, your Mylan Secret Castle. I'm just going to keep saying, we're just going to keep using that one, Matthew, for everything. Would Mylan Secret Castle HD make a good remake? We don't know. Let us know in next week's question. Or you can also use the other way around. Which game did not make a good HD remake? A game that got remade that didn't get a good HD remake. An example would be that, what is it? A lot of people didn't like Panzer Dragoon or whatever. That could also be your answer. So your answer can go both ways. The main part of the question is which retro game would not make a good HD remake, right? And the other part of that question is, if you want to answer it that way, which game that already came out that got an HD remake did not make a good HD remake? We can go both ways. You can remove that now that voting is done.
Thank you, Sweets, and good night.
And thank you, Sweets. I appreciate it. Night, peeps. I'm off to bed. Oh, you say just to do the question. Thank you, Sweets. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Matthew got you this charm.
Oh yeah, Matthew got you Chun.
Jackie Chun.
Jackie Chun Chun.
Jackie Chun Chun.
Chun Chun Jackie Lee. Everyone's answer better be FX Unit Yuki, says Matthew.
And Matthew also got you this charm.
Oh yeah, Matthew gifted the charm to a bunch of people. He got it for Anna. He got it for Sweets. He got it for someone else.
Brandon Wallace.
Brandon Wallace.
I have it right here on the list.
Which is cool. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew, for spreading all the love and almost single-handedly funding the charm. But if anybody else wants this charm, you can get it for $10. If you are a member of one of my box tiers, shipping is free. If you're not, you just pay the actual shipping. For something this small and light, it's usually a few bucks, depending on where you are. $3 or $4. But yes, if you want, you can get it for $10. And this is pretty much what they look like. They're like this sized. These mini ones. Eventually, I will do some like cool standees with these pixel ones. But if you've noticed, all of my pixels, they use the same style. I'm trying to make all my pixels the same style. I started doing these with the Miko Hearts pixels, and I liked how they looked. So now all my characters kind of have that pixel look. Except for when we do Riri 100%, that's going to have like the FX Unit Yuki style sprites for Riri. Matthew with a $5 super sticker. Thank you. That's so cute. I like that. That's adorable. It's the new... What is the new Pokemon's name? Pobble? Poncho? Pobo?
That video.
It was swinging it around. That's so funny. What was that? Was that from Here, There, Everywhere, All at Once? What movie was that from?
I think it was. Hold on.
I'm trying to remember. Somebody was saying me using Pombon, and it's a girl swinging around a Pomeranian on a leash. Oh, it's funny. Pomodron. Yeah, his name is Pombon, I think. Pombon. It's funny. He's very cute. All right, moving on. Let's get back to the weekly question. We had asked you guys, what is your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 16 comes to us from Nerd Strategy. Nerd Strategy says Soul Calibur and Nightmare, Maxi, Raphael, and Kilik, lol. Actually, this generation of fighting games, I've been liking Mortal Kombat 1 a lot. I usually like Liu Kang, and I just checked out the first batch of DLC for it. I haven't checked out any of the newer stuff, but Omni-Man is funny. I think they did true to the way he's in the comic and cartoon series Invincible, though I've only put in like 50 hours into it. A friend of ours, though, put in over 900 hours. I should convince him to try Mortal Kombat Tournament if there is one at Game On Expo, says Nerd Strategy. How often do we see Mortal Kombat? Well, I don't think he's here, but for anyone who might know, how often do Mortal Kombat tournaments happen? Do they ever happen at like serious fighting game events like Evo? Do they usually have those on like the smaller sides, or do they do like actual big cups for those? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar. I've never been a big Mortal Kombat guy, so I don't know what the scene's even like for Mortal Kombat. No idea. Alright, moving on. Number 17 comes to us from Gordon Stein. Gordo says the best fighting game of all time is Punch-Out for the NES. Little Mac is the main in the game and few can beat either Mr. Dream of Mike Tyson, depending on the version you play. That is what you meant by fighting game, correct? Says Gordos. Yes, absolutely correct. That is what everyone is thinking of when they think of fighting games. Who's Pancham? Is that one of the new ones?
Pokemon, that's old. Generation 6.
Usually smaller, though I think they're not having MK this year at Evo. Oh. But do they usually have it at Evo? Just on like a smaller stage, maybe?
What would Punch-Out be?
Punch-Out?
Would that be not be a fighting game, right? Would it be what would you consider that?
A boxing simulator?
A boxing simulator?
Maybe. It is a panda Pokemon. Oh yeah, you're right. It is a panda Pokemon. Yeah. He is very cute. Alright. Let's see. Number 20. Oh no, number 20. Where am I going? Hold on. No, let me just skip a few. It's okay.
That's the end of the show.
That's the end of the show. All right, moving on. Number 18 comes to us from Motoko2030. Says, Matthew here. My favorite fighting game has to be Street Fighter 2 after playing it in a computer shop back in the 90s and picking up a copy for my Amiga. SF2 was a game that I had never seen before and was drawn to it. My main has to be Chun-Li, says Matthew. Man, good thing I picked Chun-Li to do as the charm. I feel like a lot of people said Chun-Li, which is cool. Very cool. All right. I only picked Chun-Li because she's one of my favorites too, though. And I already did Sakura charm in the past. But anyhow, wait, did I do a Chun-Li? I think I did do a Chun-Li charm in the past, didn't I? Like a regular drawn one?
Drawing one, yeah.
I think I did a regular drawn one. So maybe next time we come up with one of these fighting game things, maybe I'll do a Sakura one in this style.
Yeah.
If I can. I'm not sure if I can squeeze all the details. It was already kind of hard to do Chun-Li in only 32 pixels. It was kind of hard. But it might work. It might work. And I realized that her buns need like another layer of frill. I could add that later. Alright. At the time for the system I had, yes, you enjoyed the poop US Gold computer ports. At that time, you played what you had, you know what I mean? Like, if you weren't alive during that time or you were a child, you probably would not have given it a second glance. But if you were in your teens playing these fighting games and all you had was, an Amiga PC or something like that, and that was the choice that was put in front of you, then yes, that would have been a completely viable choice.
Did we do that question? Where it's like, what's a video game that you would play, that you would play a lot, like we just said, but now you're like, I can't play this. Did we do that? How would you?
I think we can probably work something into about maybe ports. What were arcade ports? That one can be kind of fun, right? Like, what were arcade ports? That would only work for the older people in the audience, though. Right. It would be like the young people, because I know there's... Yeah, because it wouldn't work for the young people, because I know there's a couple young people. This might have been before Paxsonic's time, for sure before Bort's time, before Mackenzie's time. So it's a hard question to ask, right?
Like, I used to love Orphan Trail on the Apple. Play all the time, and now I'm like, I tried it, I'm like, oh hell no, I can't
go back to it. Like, what's a game that... Oh, so those are two different things I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, like, what's an arcade port that you had to settle for at home?
Oh, okay, never mind.
And you're thinking of what's a game that's too primitive? A primitive game you used to like that you can't go back to now. That might be a good question. That's what you're thinking. What did I just say? Primitive. I already forgot. A primitive game you loved but can't go back to now. Yeah, that might be a good one.
Aren't we all old folks in our crew and YouTube? Yes, that's what Matt doing.
PS1 was my first ever console. Only good 90s SF2 ports are Eurocom, SSF2 Turbo, Amiga Super SF2, and Sharp X80 X. I forget how old are you again, Paxsonic? I forget. Just out of curiosity.
Paxsonic, doesn't matter.
Aren't we all old folks in Saru Crew? I mean, well, like Mackenzie's 22 now, I think, and he was like 18, right, when he first started coming here. Turning 23 this year. Yeah, so I'm trying to like make sure that questions are inclusive too. You know what I mean? Like make sure that like.
But I mean that can work too, because I bet there's games on the PS3 360 you played and then you play them now. I'm like, well, I can't play this game.
No, I'm still talking about the other.
Arcade.
Yours works.
Okay.
Yeah, we already decided we're gonna add that in. I'm still trying to talk about arcade ports you had to settle for at home.
I'm so sorry.
Saru is Grandpa Maru. I know. I'm 100 years old, so.
Jesus.
I was at the first and last suppers. All right, Getting back to the weekly question, we had asked you guys, what is your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 19 comes to us from Tater Pants, aka Rovers. Says, oh, this is going to be short and easy. Mortal Kombat, Scorpion. That is all. No, I will not do the sample. Get over here. Whose sample was? Who was the character who was like? Who was that? Was that Raiden when he did his thing, flying across the screen? Who did that when they flew across the screen? Was it Raiden? When he flew it, he was like Raiden. Okay.
Oh, Mackenzie's 30.
Mackenzie's 30. Oh my gosh. Damn. I keep forgetting how much time has passed, right? Because damn, that means Mackenzie's been in the group for like 6 years, right?
Snapdragon says, sorry, someone answered Shrek in best fighting. People will answer.
Which one?
Snapdragon.
Said, sorry, someone answered Shrek in best fighting. People will... That's true. You're... Good points. Good points. Good points. Pronounce Raiden. Oh, it's not Raiden? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was Raiden. Raiden. I'm thinking of the Pew Pews. The Pew Pew game. Raiden. I didn't know. I always called him Raiden. Have I been saying it wrong the whole time? Is it a whole Ryu type situation? Raiden is the Metal Gear Solid 2 character. Whenever I think of Raiden, I think the airplane game. So for some reason I thought it was the same because...
It's spelled the same?
It's spelled the same, yeah. But like... I always pronounce it Raiden because of that game. Alright, moving back to the question. They pronounce the character names after the round ends. Oh, okay. See, I was never a big Mortal Kombat guy, so... I guess I just never paid attention. I only remember being at the arcade and hearing the stupid sound effects. Because when Mortal Kombat was out, I was very big into Neo Geo. So I was very happy that Mortal Kombat was a thing. Because everyone was always crowded around Mortal Kombat. And the Neo Geos were left untouched for a while. Because everyone wanted to play Mortal Kombat. But yeah, so I've been saying his name wrong the whole time. I always said his name Raiden. The reason why is because Raiden in Japanese, like the characters, like if you played the ship game, like Raiden is like different like electricities, right? Like Rai is like lightning and Den is like electric, so it's like, what is Raiden, like thunderstorm or lightning storm, something like that. Something with lightning and electricity. So I thought they were naming him like the Japanese Raiden. I didn't know it was like a completely made up name. But that makes sense, right? Because everything in Mortal Kombat's just like kind of made up. Is anyone in the crew in their 20s? Anymore? I don't know anymore. Because it used to be Face, Mackenzie were in their early 20s. Because for the longest time, Mackenzie was the youngest Saru crew member in his early 20s. And then Face came along, and he was the newest Saru crew member. That was youngest. But now I don't know. So much time has passed. I think everyone might already be... Anyone who was in their 20s is already in their 30s. So it's possible. Mortal Kombat made up? Ask Big Trouble in Little China.
So I was reading in Reddit that Japanese and people who speak English, they get into a hurdle because that's how you say it.
In Japanese?
In Japanese, and they always get into fights.
Do they?
Yeah.
But did they base his name on the Japanese Raiden?
Raiden or something. It's the thing. It's a character based on a Japanese deity.
Raiden.
Raiden.
But those characters, see right there? That says Rai. The first character is Rai, and the second character is Den.
Yeah.
So is that what they based it on? Those characters?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So then it's the people, the announcers are saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I guess I was reading the Reddit saying that it's like half and half, where it's like, I guess it's not, someone said it's the way you just say it, you know, it's whatever.
It's whatever. So those characters in the shooting game, Raiden, that's the same. That's how you write it.
Yeah.
It's in the title screen. It's those two kanji characters.
Because in Japanese, that's what everyone in Japan says it like that. Right. But here in the States or whatever, speaking English, Raiden.
Right. So then the announcer read it Raiden.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. We got a fan port of Mortal Kombat 2 in the 3DO and a fan port. That fan port of Mortal Kombat 2 in the 3DO looks pretty cool. Didn't they do like something interesting, like scaling effects or something? I think so. Fami is older than Mackenzie, I believe, so 30s. Yeah, aren't you like 34? Or something? 36? I don't remember. I think you might be older. Actually, I think he was 34 when he started coming here. It's crazy because Famicom's already been here like 3 years. Like, where does the time go? Yeah, I remember it just yesterday when like Famicom started coming here. It's already been 3 years since Famicom's been coming. Okay, he's 34. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know where the time goes. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. Bonkers. Next thing you know, we're dead. All right, moving on. Number 20. We had asked you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 20 comes to us from Pack Sonic. Says, I would say Mugen and my main is Hotel Mario. Is that real? Is there a Hotel Mario character? For reals, probably Street Fighter and Ryu if Cammy isn't playable. Though I also like Chaos Code with my main Lupinus and TMNT X Justice League Turbo with my main Asuka, Dragon Master with my main Deliza, and my Game Brawl Masters. Wait, are these all Mugen answers? Except for the Street Fighter one, right? That's the only real one. Street Fighter and Ryu if Cammy isn't playable. Oh no, Chaos Code. Is Chaos Code also a real? That's the Chinese game, right? Brawl Masters. How is that going, by the way? How is your game going? Just the first one is Mugen. Okay. Japanese. Right, but aren't the developers Chinese for Chaos Code? Wasn't it FK Digital? I think it's FK Digital made it. And I think they're out of China. Or is it China or Hong Kong? It might be Hong Kong. Could be Hong Kong, maybe. But they made a bunch of stuff. They used to use ASCII's fighting game 2D Tsukuru whatever maker thing, and then they made Chaos Code on something that's derived of that, I believe. But I do believe the developers are originally either from China or Hong Kong. I don't remember. Some Chinese-speaking country. But it does have a very Japanese feel. I love Chaos Code. When Chaos Code first came out for the PS3, that was an immediate download for me on PS3 from the Japanese shop. I got Chaos Code like day one, Japanese digital shop, PSN. And Aquapazza was a day one release on PSN as well. Any cool fighting games that would come out digitally, I would always try to get them on PSN back in the day. So even though I do like physical media and will always want physical media, I have been buying digital games for a very long time. I don't have anything against digital games. If there's no other way for me to get it, then I'll get it digital. But if I can get it physical, I will always get it physical in some form. All right. Getting back to the question, number 21 comes to us from Gizmo. Gizmo says, "Hi crew, my best fighting game is without question Street Fighter 3. I originally got into fighting games back in 2020 because I was watching Joel and Reggie play Street Fighter on a stream, and it just looked so fun. Side note, it was during that period where Saru was on a stream with them, and I found out about him through Joel also. Prior to that, I was kind of starting to lose interest in Final Fantasy XIV, so I figured I'd give Street Fighter a shot. I had the best of intentions, thinking I'd just excel right away, only to find out I sucked, and it and it was an uphill battle, but I figured I'd persevere. I started with Street Fighter V and Turbo here, and there I played Street Fighter 6 quite a bit with Ryu as my main character, but it wasn't until I found out about Street Fighter 3 that things took a turn. Street Fighter 3 is fast and unforgiving, and if you don't know the mechanics, you are going to get absolutely wrecked in the worst way. Street Fighter 3, in my opinion, is one of the best fighting games ever, simply because you can parry a string of some of the fiercest combos together. Now, I've been playing it fairly consistently for about 3.5 to 4 years, and I can get my butt kicked on any given day. The talent level is so high that I assume I need another 5 years to even mildly be confident in an actual tournament, but I'm okay amongst the noobs. They think I'm a god, which is kind of cool. My main is Ken, but I can also do okay with any Shoto, and sometimes I'll play Chun, but Ken is my go-to. Some of the other things about it that I really like is the late 90s energy and music. It just gets me amped. Some honorable mentions here would have to also be Street Fighter Alpha 2 and 3, as well as Darkstalkers 2, says Gizmo. Man, what a great answer. So when you say Street Fighter 3, do you mean Street Fighter 3 Third Strike or just in general? I assume SF3TS is what everyone talks about, right? When they say Street Fighter 3, because it's probably the most playable one. But man, I feel like it's crazy. I haven't played Street Fighter 3 Third Strike probably since the Dreamcast. I used to play a lot of Third Strike on the Dreamcast, and I loved it. I loved Street Fighter 3 Third Strike on the Dreamcast. It was so good. Third Strike specifically, says Gizmo. What do you play? What do you play that on? What are you playing Third Strike on? I assume does one of the fighting collections has it, right? Are you playing that online with people? Man, I don't even know if I have a version of Street Fighter 3 on Dreamcast still. I sold all my North American stuff. I need to go through the Japanese stuff. Do you guys remember? Did I show it off? I don't remember. Did I show that off in my Dreamcast Master System Game Gear stream?
Street Fighter 3?
I might have W Impact or some weird version. I think I have Street Fighter Alpha 3. Shit, I don't remember. I'm old. I'm old. Alright. I do have it. Yay. I thought so. Here it is. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So good. So good. Chun-Li all over the place. All over the place, all over your face, as Mad Little Pixel would say. Fightcade mostly, but also sometimes on the 30th anniversary if I just want to play around on PS4 or Switch, says Gizmo. Fightcade. Man, that's something that I've only ever played a couple times for like Magical Drop 3 to play with people. And I think I played King of Fighters 94 on it or something. Capcom wanted everyone's eyes to be drawn to Chun-Li on the cover, says Matthew. 100%. 100%. All right. Excuse me. Going back to the question, we'd ask you guys, what's your best fighting game and who is your main? Number 22 comes to us from Mad Dog Matt 6669. Says, If we're talking my favorite fighting game of all times, I'd say 3D wise, it'd be Tekken 5 with Jin as my main. Jin's my favorite fighting game character of all times because of his character arc, and as a main character, he's damn good tier fighter. 2D wise, it'd have to be Guilty Gear series up to Xrd with the sole bad guy as my main because he's that much of a badass mofo. That and the 80s heavy metal iconography, something which Strive lost, sadly. Did it? Is Strive not as like metal-y as previous Guilty Gears? Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Has the new question been updated?
Yep.
Cool. I guess we can pin that too, huh? Next week's question. That people can start answering. If you guys want to start answering next week's question, you can. It's already up. Just recopy that same link, yeah? It's always the same link, I believe.
It is.
So just copy that and just put next week's question. Capcom, no Street Fighter the movie arcade love. That's true. There is none. It's kind of interesting though, because I have Street Fighter the movie, the game. What a name! Street Fighter the movie, the game. The movie game came out on Sega Saturn. I don't know about PS1, but the Sega Saturn is much more playable version of it than its arcade counterpart. I remember when that came out in the arcade, it looked kind of cool, right? Because it was kind of like they did like a Mortal Kombat style with Street Fighter. But man, the game played like ass. It played bad. But then when it came home, it was surprisingly more playable. So it's interesting that they did that for maybe the PS1 version. I don't know. I only have it on Saturn, so I don't know. But the Saturn version is pretty playable. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah. No Street Fighter the movie. Very interesting. Alright, moving on. What's your best fighting game? And who is your main? Number 23 comes to us from Twisted. Twisted says Strip Fighter. Just kidding. The Street Fighter series, I started using Zangief on Street Fighter 2 back in the day and got really good with him. I actually competed with him in some tournaments and got pretty far, says Twisted. That's funny. I mean, no, that's cool. That part's cool. The Strip Fighter part was funny. For those of you who don't know, Strip Fighter 2 was a game that was released for the PC Engine by Game Express. And for the PC Engine. And then they would later make more Strip Fighter games for PC. It was a hentai game. They got some like Windows ports. There's actually a semi-recent Strip Fighter game that came out some years ago, right? 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't know. Time may have been longer now, but a new edition of it came out a few years ago on Steam. Now on Steam. You can go get it now. It's called Strip Fighter Chim Pokemon Edition or something. I don't remember what it's called. Big Chimpo Edition? Something. But you can still play the Strip Fighter series. Granted, it's been likely taken over by different people than the Game Express versions back on the PC Engine. But interesting. Matthew says, glad someone mentioned Strip Fighter. Right? Honorable mention goes to Strip Fighter Chin Pokemon. Wasn't Strip Fighter 2 unlicensed? That is correct. Everything that Game Express put out for the PC Engine was indeed unlicensed. And their CD games needed their own BIOS cards for them to work. Being that they were hentai games, like straight up hentai, it wasn't like some PC Engine games showed a nipple here or there, right? Like some Game Express games were like, it was like the whole shebang. I know about it because of GameSack's video on other 16-bit fighting games That's interesting. Yeah, they did talk about it, didn't they? How funny. That's funny. All right, moving on. This is the last answer for today. We got 24 answers. Thanks again, you guys. I really appreciate everyone who took the time to answer the question. Number 24 comes to us from JT. JT says, my favorite fighting game is either Street Fighter Alpha 2 or Third Strike. Those are my jams, and my favorite character is always Ken Masters. Shoryuken, says JT. Yeah, if I had to pick 2 Street Fighters, it definitely is Street Fighter Alpha 2 and then Third Strike for me as well, which is funny. I did play a good deal of Street Fighter Alpha 3, but for some reason Street Fighter Alpha 2, when it came out on the arcade, hit so hard. It was crazy. Yep, the PC-98. Variable Geo is just as cultured depending on what version you're playing on. I am very sad that Variable Geo did not get a mention. I even threw it in the thumbnail. I think I did I? I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I put in the PC Engine cover because that's how I got into Variable Geo as a kid. And I was very much obsessed with advanced Variable Geo. I wouldn't play the PC ones until many years later with emulation, but when PC Engine Advanced Variable Geo was about to come out, I obsessed with it for like, from the time that it was announced until it finally landed on the PC Engine. In 1993, I was drawing Yuka Takeuchi before I even knew what the game was even about. Before I even knew anything about the porn games, which I would soon find out via books. I remember going to Asahiya and opening up one of the PC versions, the books that they made, the graphic books that they would do, you know, the art stuff. And opening up a picture of the very first thing I saw was a picture of Raimi being like tied up with a bunch of thorns, and I was like, oh, this is that kind of game on PC. But the PC Engine version was tame, much more tame. And then PS1 and Saturn versions got even more tamer. I don't even know how you can even make them more tame, but they did. What about the 3D Street Fighter 1 for PS1? Oh, Street Fighter, you mean Street Fighter EX? I'm surprised Street Fighter EX didn't get a mention. I loved Street Fighter EX. Dude, Street Fighter EX was awesome. Developer, I think Arika, made Street Fighter EX, and they added a bunch of characters that were new to the series that later on they put on their fighting game EX Layer, I think that game was called. I love, what was that Indian girl's name? Pulam Purnam? Dude, she was cool. Her stage music had to be like the best stage music in the whole game. Freaking Dr. Skellington? What was his name? Skello-T? I forget his name. He was a cool character too. A lot of cool characters. Dr. Dark was another pretty interesting character. Who else was in there? Blair was a cool character. A lot of cool characters. I love the artwork too for those games. Man, seriously. Variable Geo 2 on PS1 had no culture, but also is the best game in the series. Culture. I like that. But yeah, it was the best game. Dude, Variable Geo 2 played so good. It was so ahead of its time. I don't know. Fighting game fans who played Variable Geo 2, do you guys think it was ahead of its time? Or maybe I just wasn't playing games that had these mechanics. It had like super like dream cancels and crazy stuff. It might not have been ahead of its time, but it was definitely on par with its contemporaries of the time. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll say that it was on par with its fighting game contemporaries during that time. But dude, I remember playing Variable Geo 2 and was like, this game is so good, it's deep. I thought it was really deep for that series, especially for that series, because OG Variable Geo was so plain Jane Street Fighter 2 fare, you know, where it was like you had your punches and your kicks and your normal fireballs and spin kicks. No Primal Rage. That's right. No Primal Rage mentions. No Bloody Roar mentions. At least not in the answers, right? What else did we not get? We got no Primal Rage mention. There's all kinds of weird fighting games too. Like I'm trying to think. What was a weird fighting game? Battle Fantasia. Star Gladiator. There was no Star Gladiator mention. No Galaxy Fight. Waku Waku 7. Astra Superstars. Man, I feel like we could do this one again and get even more mentions later. No mention of SD Fighter and Best of Best. What are those games? I don't know what those are. Are those like dojing, PC dojing games? No dojing games, though. That's not surprising. I figured everyone was gonna stick to things that were more commonplace, right?
Yeah.
So I understand not getting those kind of mentions because they're more mainstream. No Eternal Champions. That one's a surprising one too. No Eternal Champions. Trying to think what else that was kind of commonplace that we didn't get mentions of. I'm sure there were other 3D things too, right? Like toe ball. No toe ball number 1 or toe ball 2 or air geese. Air geese is another one. What about Persona Arena games? Persona, I figured someone would have mentioned that. I feel like Pit Fighter. God, freaking Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter has to be the worst fighting game. Maybe not of all time, but it's got to be like one of the worst fighting games. It has to be. Now Dragon says, "Oh, I like Ergies. I have that one on PS1." Yeah, Ergies is kind of cool. When I first saw Ergies for arcade, I was blown away. I was like, holy shit, Cloud and Tifa in the fighting game? I was like, what the fuck? Fury Strike on Steam is the worst fighting game I've played. I've never heard of that one. What kind of game is it? Like, is it like a 2D fighting game? Or a 3D one? Bro, I played the dungeon for a long time, says Nuff Dragon. What else did that? Tobal 2 had that a dungeon thing too, right? Yes, no Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu, War God. Oh yeah, War Gods. I forgot about Rise of the Robots. I think we did a worst fighting game one. Didn't we do like didn't we do a bad fighting game one? And people were mentioned Rise of the... Who mentioned Rise of the Robots? I think it was like Mark Dell or somebody. No Bikini Warriors mentioned. What is Bikini Warriors? Is that... Oh, that's another bad... Isn't that another bad game? That's like a Mortal Kombat kind of digitized graphics. Such an odd game to be a fun fighting game and have dungeon mode. Biofreak smells like beans. What? Me or Mark, says Matthew. Yeah, if one of you guys mentioned Rise of the Robots, for sure. It's pretty funny though. I love that. I love that. I'm surprised no one mentioned Balls 3D. That's another one. Or Clay Fighter. There were no Clay. Now I'm starting to think of all the shitty games. We need to make a new shitty fighting game. Shitty fighting game question. I need to work it into a question somehow. What's a shitty fighting game you liked? Or what's a... In your opinion, what's a shitty fighting game or something? Clay Fighter was decent, says Paxonic. No Samurai Showdown. No Samurai Showdown. You're right. I would have thought somebody would have mentioned Samurai Showdown. That was a big one that a lot of people liked, especially when Samurai Showdown 2 came around.
Man, we got 24 questions too. I'm surprised.
And we got 24 answers too. We got a lot of answers today. Usually I strive for, like, if we get more than 10 answers, we have a SaruShow, right? Usually if we have less than 10, I'll postpone it. That hasn't happened in a long time. I don't remember the last time we got less than 10, but usually, yeah, if we do a SaruShow, it has to be 10 or more. Usually we always get at least 11 or 12 answers, you know, on any Saturday, right?
I think we got less than 10 because it was a subject no one wanted. It
Right.
was a dumb subject.
Anytime that we did get less than 10, it was because the subject was something that just people were not interested in. No mention of Unholy Night. I bought on... Do I still have it? Oh, no. I think I sold mine on Whatnot because it became rare. Super Famicom Unholy Night became a rare game to have.
System?
Super Famicom. Do you remember? I used to have it. It was like a golden cart. I sold it. I used to have Unholy Night. No Melty Blood. Asuka Phantom Breaker. I know. Sad. Sad no Melties. No Melties or Askas.
Did you sell that to Gabriel?
I almost put Asuka in the... Oh, you're right. I did sell it to Gabriel. Yeah, Crazy Cubano bought my copy of Unholy Night because it became rare. And so he got interested in it. He's usually interested in stuff. If it becomes rare, he'll be interested. So I sold it to him, I think, for under the market value at that time. I almost put Asuka in the thumbnail, but I figured, like, I already had one weirdo fighting game there, which was a Variable Geo. I had to put it in, though, because Variable Geo has always has a soft spot in my heart for being one of the few full-bodied PC Engine games that I bought during its heyday. I played a lot of demos back during the heyday of PC Engine. The only, like, full-fledged fighting games that I bought during their heyday were Advanced Variable Geo and Fatal Fury 2. And then being upset that Fatal Fury Special came out that same year. At the end of the year, they released Fatal Fury Special, and I was like, no! I already bought Fatal Fury 2! But I love Fatal Fury 2's soundtrack over Fatal Fury Specials. They changed it for some reason. They recomposed Fatal Fury Special soundtrack for Special. And so Fatal Fury 2, which already had its own arranged soundtrack specifically for PC Engine alone, had a really good arranged soundtrack. And it's also one of my favorite fighting games of all time. So I feel like if I hadn't gotten Fatal Fury 2, I would have gotten it anyway later on in time. But yeah, it was the whole reason I got an arcade card was Fatal Fury 2. No Wait, we did get a Fatal Fury Special mention. Someone did mention Fatal Fury Special. Puzzle Fighters. Oh, you're right. We didn't get Pocket Fighter. Pocket Fighter. We didn't get a Pocket Fighter. That's right. Pocket Fighter is a fun game too. I love Pocket Fighter. Gundam Wing Endless Duel. Another one way ahead of its time. Dude, Gundam Wing Endless Duel was cool. I recently picked up a copy for Super Boo when we were in Japan. Every year when we go to Japan, we do like a pickups for the Saru crew, where the Saru crew will just PayPal me for their thing at that value, right? So like you guys are getting it, and then I ship it with your boxes, so you guys don't even pay shipping. I do that for the Patreon people and the Panda Box people. Anyone who has a box, we do that as a service. And we ship it with your shit. And Endless Duel was one that Super Boo wanted in this last trip, which was cool. Definitely Fighting Street. No Virtual Fighter. That's right, no Virtual Fighter. No Dragon Ball. Yeah, no Dragon Ball. I would assume someone would have said like Dragon Ball Fighter Z or something. I bought a PC Engine Memories soundtrack of Asuka 120%, says JT. Nice. I wanted to buy soundtracks for Asuka. I have a couple, but I wanted to buy more in Japan. They were so much though. They wanted a lot of money. And I was like, oh, soundtrack or game. I always pick game over soundtrack. That's why I love getting versions that come with soundtracks. If a game comes with a soundtrack, that is an instant sell for me if it's a game I want, because then I get to get the soundtrack without having to buy it separately. Because I very, very seldomly buy separate soundtracks. Sometimes I do. Ys is my big exception with buying soundtracks separately. I always buy Ys stuff separately. Sometimes fighting game, I have like the occasional King of Fighters soundtrack separately. I bought a lot of Cytron stuff separately. Back in the day, I had Cytron, Fatal Fury, King of Fighters 94. Fatal Fury Special was my first Cytron soundtrack purchase in 93 from Asahiya. Then it was King of Fighters 94. Then I got like King of Fighters 97. I bought a bunch of those Cytron CDs back then. No Ghost Chasers mention. What is that?
What's up, Mark G?
Oh, Ghost Chasers is that a fighting game? Mark G, welcome. Says good morning, everyone. Finally, glad to see you live again. Welcome in, Mark G. How are you? How is Mark G? Mark G, if you had to answer this question, do you play fighting games, Mark G? I don't know if you play any fighting games. The Mega Man fighting game. The Mega Man fighting game is hardly a fighting game, though. I feel like the Mega Man fighting game is just boss battles. The Pope says Rabbit on the Saturn, the JoJo's at Home fighter, where the cast basically had stands and you could obtain your opponents. That's right. Man, I should have bought Rabbit back in the day. It's so expensive now. It's not even that good. It's not even that good of a game. But I passed on a copy of Rabbit for like $60. I was like, that's okay. And now it goes for like $200. Something stupid. Something dumb. I'm fine, thank you. No, sorry. Fighting games are not my thing, says Mark G. Okay, that's what I had to ask. I was like, I didn't know if you even played fighting games. Jesse doesn't play fighting games either. Well, Smash is, which is a fighting game.
Yeah.
But Smash is pretty much the only fighting game that Jesse plays. Not your traditional fighting game, mind you, but it is a fighting game. You're fighting. Rabbit made by EA. It's so weird that EA published that, right? It's such a weird thing. All right, let's go ahead and do the giveaway while everyone is still in the chat. How long have we been live for, by the way?
Just hit 2 hours.
We just hit the 2-hour mark. Okay, good. Now is the time to do the question. I always try to at least do... Damn, how do we do 24 questions in 2 hours?
I don't know.
I think I was just like... I think that's why I'm out of breath, too. Yeah. I'm like... All right. Let's go ahead and do the video game giveaway. Doing some shuffles. Shuffleton. You guys, let's make that window a little bit bigger so that can you guys see the wheel okay? If you want to make it a little bigger, you can. Okay. A little bigger. So we can see. Perfect. Alright. There we go, you guys. This is everyone. If you guys answered this week's question, you are in this wheel. Every week we do a question. We throw in everyone's names in here. And everyone who answers gets a chance to be in our video game giveaway. Put it on that side, actually. The camera window. Yeah, put it there. Perfect. Perfect. I can be right here. Just hiding. Right here between Chun-Li. Alright, you guys. These are everyone who entered every week. If you guys answer the question, we throw you in this wheel. Next week's question is already up for anyone who wants to start answering the question. You can. But anyhow, let's go ahead and spin. Good luck, everybody. Like I said, every week we do these giveaways. So if you are in the United States, you get to pick from our video game giveaway box. Oh, Nerd Strategy! If you are outside of the US, we give you the option to do a Steam gift card of $5. Or if you are in the US and you want to do the $5 gift card too, you can. You don't have to do the game giveaway if you don't want to. But it is a physical game that we send to you if you are living in the US. We don't do it outside of the US only because of how much it would cost us to send it. It's very expensive to send stuff. It's like $15+, so we do the gift card.
It was between Inubase and Paxonic.
Dang. Oh, dang. Look how, let me see, where was...
Right there, it was so close to Inubase.
So close to Inubase. Inubase was so close to Inubs. To Inuboos.
Sweet, I would tell Nerd we're gonna meet up at Game On and be like, pick a game, I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah, we could just bring his game to him. Excellent. Very cool. Yeah, we'll let him know. We'll let Nerd know that he won. But that is it, you guys. If you want to answer next week's question, it is up in your chat, depending on where you have your chat at. But if you guys want to go ahead and answer that question for next week, we can start talking about it soon. Mine still says, what is your favorite Banjo-Kazooie game? What is a retro game that would or did not make a good remake? Oh, I like that. Those parentheses makes more sense. But very, very big thanks goes out to Sweet Like Sugar for always doing the weekly forms for us. Very, very cool. But yeah, if you guys want to start answering that question, you can. We throw your names in the giveaway. We draw your name. It's a lot of fun. We do Gachapon every week here, every Saturday. We've been doing this for 6 or 7 years. Basically just fun stuff for the community. You know, for everyone in the Saru crew to have something to do every week. And we have fun doing it. It's always a small, you know, pretty close sized crowd, you know, where it's always maybe like 20-ish people and under, but we have a good time here. It's a lot of fun. And you guys are supportive as well to our endeavors, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate everyone who comes here every week. If you hit the like button, that's even cooler of you, but you don't have to. It does really help us out if you do hit the like button. If you comment after the show, that also helps as well. If you guys want to comment, if you guys want to continue the conversation in the comments, you always can. Remember that you can always voice opinions in the comments, whether they're good or bad or whatever they are. You can voice them in the comments. I don't care. Just talk. No Technomancer or rival school. Someone did mention rival schools, I think, right? Did someone mention rival schools? Maybe not. But no Technomancer, that's for sure. Great stream. Go play fighting games, says Matthew. Yes, go out there and play some fighting games. Again, thank you guys for Matthew, especially for funding the charm and giving it away to everyone in the world. Thank you, Matthew. I really appreciate that. Gordos, thank you for chipping into the charm as well. Really appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and end it here, you guys. We're going to go get something to eat. We're a bit hungry, but thanks, everyone, for taking the time to answer the question. We will see you next week. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.